Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Automotive Drama. Today, I want to point out this little tool that I have that anybody that does a lot of automotive electronics, this is definitely a must-have tool. You see how it says tone on that thing? This also is a built-in ohm meter, and you can check for shorts and things like that with that, but I have an ohm meter, and when I actually find the wire that I'm looking for with this, especially with this job that somebody butchered everything up, yeah, I have another video on how I repinned the IPC connector from the factory idiot lights to gauges that he bought aftermarket, which his car didn't have gauges, just had idiot lights, but that thing also helped me with that to figure out just a couple of wires. But what it's mainly used for is right now, I don't know if you can see it, but I have it on oil pressure, which is going to be the oil pressure wire coming from the engine through the firewall, through the harness, and up to the instrument cluster, which works the oil pressure gauge, which we haven't even gotten that far yet. But, so I went to go look for the wire, the factory wire. Well, I couldn't find that one. And I'll explain that in a minute. And I kind of already know what happened. But with this tool, I was able to, let me turn the baby on. Hear that noise? Now, right now, I'm looking for temp wire. Oh, let me turn the sensitivity down so it's easier to explain how to work this thing. Now, you hear how loud that is? Here it goes away, goes away, goes away, goes away, goes away, goes away, gone. So then you turn the sensitivity level up a couple notches. And you know the wire's around there. Oh, I'm getting close. Hang on. I'm getting close. Well, I'll be. It's a green wire. See how loud it gets? Now, the farther I take it away, I got the sensitivity level turned up a little bit, but brings me right back to there. So I was able to find that wire, which is, I guess I was lucky, because after they butchered this thing up, let me see if I can get my phone to stay there so I can show you what I'm gonna do here. Now, this tool is also good for one thing also too. I found the, for checking a short, let me get back over here, sorry about that. For checking a short, now, if you can see I have a wire run all the way to here, which is to that temp gauge wire, right? Now, if I ground that thing out, you see that light flashing, continuity? I took the ground off. Continuity, that's telling me that that wire is shorted to ground as soon as I hook it up. And, I mean, once you find the wire, you can hook it up and you can check that. I actually, once I find the wires, I use my ohm meter to see, you know, and then when I find the wire, then I put a load test on it. Now, let me go over here. I need two hands. Let me set this where you can see it. Right. Doesn't want to stay, of course. Right about there. There we go. Now, I'm going to switch this over. Like I said, I already changed the wires to the oil pressure gauge. And I found out that somebody butchered on the wires. Now I break my tool out. The fancy, see, let me turn it up. Ooh, fancy, hear it buzzing? Oh well, whatever, I'm not screwing around. Now, I come here and I got the sensitivity all the way up because I can't find the wire. Nowhere around here, nowhere around here, nowhere around here, nowhere around here. comes here, because that's kind of the color wired, dark blue. That's a light blue, but they might have changed it, and there's a dark blue. No, no, no. And I actually thought that those might have been it, but those were shorted on the firewall somewhere, and I'm pretty sure that goes to the windshield wipers. And after I changed all the blown fuses, as soon as I turned the key on, the windshield wiper fuse popped. And seeing as how this wire is exposed right there, it's probably blue. Now, you would think that would be it. No, I own tested it with my own meter, and it's not registering. Where I did find it at the highest level, and let me turn the sensitivity down, all the way down. I got nothing. Now, sensitivity's all the way down. Down in here, I'll go up a notch, a couple notches. A couple more notches. And I'm finding open plugs. I don't know. Here, let me move the light so you can get a better look. There we go. Now we can get a better look. Now, I'm going to turn the sensitivity. I left it lower. I thought it was those wires. I own tested across it. I stabbed them really hard. I'm going to find out, but I'm almost positive that I'm going right here. And I've already traced it inside the car leading to this. As I pull away, either there's a short in that bulkhead or somebody pulled the wires out. Honestly, I think there's a short. I'm going to stick my own meter in that little hole there. Where is it? Right down there. And see if I get continuity on the oil pressure wire, if there's anything even in there. But like I was saying, this thing is, if you got like bulkhead wires like this Cadillac I got outside, I'll show you a video on how to trace the wire down on that. When you unplug it, there's 50 wires on it. You can't even read them. Sometimes there's no what do you call it, there's no they're not numbered. The color codes are a little iffy, but with this tool I can pretty much almost pinpoint to the wire I'm looking for, and then I can test the circuit with first the ohm meter, and then I load test the wire with, you know, a light bulb, anything to put, depending on the amperage of the wire, to put a load across it. I got a couple little electric motors that I actually use, and if it runs that motor, that wire's pulling amperage, so the wire's good. So it's either the connector or the component. But in this case, it looks like it's the component connector. Somebody's already done a bunch of butcher wire on this thing already, so I'm gonna have to call him and see what he wants to do. I think the best thing to do would just be to run some new wires. But anyways, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Automotive Drama. And like always, likes are nice, subscribes are better. Question, comments, feel free. Watch this far, exercise that thumb muscle, hit the like button, subscribe button, ring the bell, you know the deal. Anyways, have a good night, my friends.